Bill Murray's cinematic journey has been nothing short of eclectic. He's been a disillusioned weatherman, an eccentric oceanographer, and even the voice behind the world's most famous lasagna-loving feline, Garfield. But what of the tales from those who have worked alongside Murray and come away with a less than gleaming review? Facts First presents Celebrities Who Vehemently Hate Bill Murray. Lucy Liu. On the set of the action-packed Charlie's Angels, Lucy Liu encountered a moment that was anything but scripted. During a rehearsal, Bill Murray, who was absent during a weekend of rewrites due to a family commitment, returned to find the scene had changed. His reaction was to direct a barrage of insults, which Liu initially couldn't believe were aimed at her. When the realization hit, she found herself in a one-on-one confrontation with Murray. Liu, reflecting on this moment during an episode of the LA Times podcast Asian Enough, described Murray's language as inexcusable and unacceptable. Despite being the last cast member to join and having the least creative privilege at the time, Liu stood up for herself. She emphasized the importance of self-respect and dignity, regardless of one's status. The incident resonated with a childhood memory of her immigrant mother being spoken down to, reinforcing Liu's resolve to never remain silent in the face of condescension. The media's initial portrayal of Liu as the difficult one was a twist she found incredible, as she had not instigated the confrontation. Years later, Liu reconciled with Murray, having encountered him again and found him to be perfectly nice. However, she remains firm in her stance that she won't tolerate being attacked. Crew members from Charlie's Angels later approached Liu on other sets, expressing gratitude for her standing up during that difficult moment. Murray has spoken about the incident only once in 2009, indicating a no-nonsense approach to professionalism on set. Chevy Chase. In the high-stakes world of live television, the set of SNL has seen its fair share of pressure and backstage drama, but perhaps none as notorious as the altercation between Bill Murray and Chevy Chase. Before Chase's return to SNL as a host on February 18, 1978, tensions were already simmering. Chase had been the breakout star of SNL's inaugural season, leaving the cast to pursue Hollywood stardom. His departure was a mix of relief and concern among the remaining cast members, who were both wary of the show's future without him and tired of his increasingly egocentric behavior, exacerbated by his cocaine use and the media's focus on him. When Murray joined the cast in SNL's second season, he was seen as the new face to watch. Stepping into the void Chase had left. By the time of Chase's hosting gig, Murray had established himself among the likes of John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as a fan favorite. The stage for conflict was set when Chase returned with a sense of entitlement and clashed with the current cast, particularly over his demand to bump Jane Curtin from her Weekend Update anchor spot for his episode. The conflict reached a boiling point when Murray confronted Chase just before the live show with a heated exchange of personal insults. The altercation escalated into a physical scuffle, famously breaking out in Belushi's dressing room. It was Belushi and others who intervened, trying to separate the two as they traded blows, with most of the punches, quite fittingly for the chaotic scene, landing on Belushi himself. The fight was diffused just in time for the live broadcast, but not before Murray delivered a scathing parting shot, calling Chase a medium talent, an insult that has since become legendary in SNL lore. Despite the pre-show fisticuffs, Chase went on to perform his monologue and the show proceeded, but the tension was palpable. In the years that followed, both Murray and Chase have downplayed the incident, acknowledging their part in the altercation. They even worked together on Caddyshack a few years later. Seth Green. The vibrant energy of SNL brings that mix of humor and unpredictability, but for a young Seth Green, an encounter with Bill Murray left a lasting impression of a different kind. Green, at just 9 years old, found himself on the receiving end of Murray's displeasure for merely sitting on the arm of his chair. The situation quickly escalated when Murray physically lifted Green by his ankles and dangled him over a trash can, leading to a scuffle that ended with Green in the trash and running to find solace under the table, shaken and in tears. Anjelica Huston. Anjelica Huston's experience with Bill Murray during the filming of Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou was marked by a hurtful exclusion. Murray's gesture of inviting every cast member but Huston to a dinner left her feeling deeply wounded, but the relationship took a turn when Murray attended the funeral of Huston's late husband, displaying a kindness that seemed to bridge the gap between their previous tension. Solange Knowles. In 2016, Solange Knowles became a part of an alleged incident involving Bill Murray. Following her performance of Don't Touch My Hair, Murray is said to have inappropriately grabbed Knowles' hair, questioning if it was real. While Solange herself hasn't spoken out, her acknowledgement of tweets recounting the incident suggests a nonverbal confirmation of the event. Mick G. Director Mick G., while filming Charlie's Angels, claims to have been physically assaulted by Murray, an accusation that Murray vehemently denies. The alleged headbutting incident adds to the narrative of Murray's contentious interactions on set, but the truth remains contested between the two men's starkly different perceptions. Jennifer Butler. During their divorce, Jennifer Butler Murray made serious allegations against Bill, accusing him of assault and threatening behavior. The claims painted a picture of a troubled personal life that starkly contrasted with Murray's public persona. The divorce proceedings concluded, with Butler Murray receiving primary custody of their children, leaving the details of their private struggles behind closed doors. Harold Ramis. The creative partnership between Harold Ramis and Bill Murray yielded some of cinema's most memorable moments, but it wasn't without strife. Their collaboration on Groundhog Day was marred by tension and disagreements, culminating apparently even in a physical altercation. The rift lasted over 2 decades, only reconciling shortly before Ramis's death, a poignant reminder of the fragility of relationships in the face of creative differences. Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider's recollections of Bill Murray's demeanor during his SNL hosting in 1993 reveal a side of Murray that was less than amiable. Schneider describes Murray's attitude as one of naked rage, particularly towards Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. The reasons behind Murray's animosity remain speculative, but Schneider's account adds to the complex mosaic of Murray's interactions with his peers. Laura Ziskin. Producer Laura Ziskin's experience with Bill Murray on What About Bob was fraught with conflict. Ziskin has recounted instances of physical and verbal altercations, including being thrown into a lake and having her sunglasses destroyed by Murray. These incidents highlight the challenging dynamics that can occur between actors and producers, and while they might be dismissed as part of the high-stress environment of filmmaking, they contribute to the narrative of Murray's contentious professional relationships. Now it's time to hear from you. Do any of these stories change your perception of Bill Murray? What's your favorite of his roles? Let us know in the comments section below.